PDF of text is weird. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's another one.
Mirhad. Mathaf. Matar. مستشفى. منزل. صيدلية. صيدلية. Yeah, right.
But I'm blowing
That's
it.
why. Yeah, I said. That's why I said column.
One column, all the way down.
Oh, just one column straight down?
Right. Then turn the page if you gotta go. We go to the next
Oh,
page.
I
That's
thought
why.
you were saying put them in columns. I'm
That's
I'm tripping. All right.
That's why. You know.
Problem. I need to practice anyway.
That's mustache.
Mustashfa.
Mustache.
خلاص.
And that's a yeah, right? After the.
After the fa, aleph. It's aleph maksur. No dots. Looks like you have no dots. No no.
That's must not.
Masna.
Must not.
Mim sword. Noon ayn.
Must not.
Manzil.
Mm-hmm.
Must not. And then what's that? Tar. Must. Must not. Fa.
Mustashfa.
Mustache.
Mus.
Mustache. Okay. Is it a mustache?
You know what? You know what, Kwame?
What's up?
Nothing, man.
That,
You sleepy, bro? He said it's the mustache. Mustachio.
Saydaliya. 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 Okay. Everybody finished?
No, I'm almost done. Got like 2 words.
Okay, meaning wise, let's make sure we're all on the same page with the meanings. You know, Masjid Ma'aruf, Madrasa Ma'aruf, right? We know,
Oh, understand.
right? Bait, Mektab, Mektaba,
Wait, that's right.
Mektab, Mektaba.
Yeah, like a desk or
Mektab,
library.
Mektaba.
I thought they were right between.
Mektab, it could be, but, you know, think more broad, in a broader sense.
Table.
A library?
Broader sense. You say table, a broader sense.
Furniture?
A table is where? Where do you keep a table?
An office.
In the office, that's the broad, that's what mektab means.
Oh.
It could mean a desk, but the broader sense, it means an office, it's a
Where
place,
desks are.
right? Mektaba is even broader. That's how we get the word. Come on, y'all said it earlier, mektaba. What's mektaba?
Library.
Library, okay? Okay. Mal'ab, should have, you know, we had this word before, we used this word before with you. Mal'ab. It's from the verb la'iba. What does la'iba mean?
Play.
To play. So mal'ab then is
Playground.
playground. Okay. Masna'. Masna'. Masna' comes from the verb sana'a. Sana'a means to manufacture.
Factory?
A factory. So masna' means a factory. Mirhad. This is one of our vocabulary words. Ma ma'na mirhad. Mirhad. What's the meaning of mirhad? Is one of our vocabulary words. We already had this word in the book, from the book. Unfortunately, many people say, right, there's a difference between hammam and
Bathroom.
mirhad. Mirhad is the lavatory, whereas mirhad, right, hammam is where you take the shower and you bathe at.
Yeah.
What mirhad is the actual lavatory.
The whole.
Yeah, remember, because I gave y'all that story about how my father put the cat in the bathroom and I literally put the cat fight me.
He was even very specific about language then. Oh, in there? Okay, okay, I got you.
Cat got
Dad, he's not
balls
saying.
on.
He's not saying.
Yeah, I had issues from a very early age. I had issues.
So that's the actual where the toilet is.
Right. Mirhad, okay?
So you wouldn't say you need to use the amount?
No, I wouldn't.
Because you need a man. That means, can I get some soap, a towel? Can we take a shower at your crib, like type thing? Nobody.
That's what hammam really means.
And a lot of times people use that.
Yeah, because they just don't know. Right. Yeah, they just don't know. That's all.
Use your shower.
Bet
Why? Like why?
Okay, methaf.
My top.
Methaf is probably a new word for many of you. You haven't used the word. You know methaf? A museum.
Museum.
Matar.
Fly.
Come on. I mean, stay with the flow. Master, look, there you go. Yeah, I mean, you had the idea, but stay
These are
with the flow,
places.
you know. Okay, Matar, okay, good. Mustashfa. Allahu Akbar. She figured that one out. Tell me how you figured that one out.
Because I couldn't never figure it out when I was taking the course in Egypt. And that was a long word. I couldn't do it. I just put it aside.
But you got it.
It's too hard, too many words.
Manzil.
Oh, shit.
Manzil.
That's in the Quran. Well,
Place you seek children.
Manzil. Come on.
Wait a
Manzil.
minute. This is the post office? No.
It's a place.
it's in the Quran. They say it separates the parts.
Oh, mall? No,
Huh?
not a mall.
Manzil. Bait.
A house?
Home.
Home.
Residence. Manzil. Home.
Oh.
Nazala means what? This is the so you understand, manzil means what?
Home.
What no,
No,
what's the
nazala.
verb? I'm saying the verb is nazala. What does
Nazala.
nazala mean? To dismount,
To get off.
to get off. And then when you get off, it means that's the concept, right?
Oh, okay.
Home,
Like when
that's
you're
what it
driving, I mean, like you're on the train, you get off.
Unzila.
that's home.
At home, that's manzil. Manzil is home.
That's a different.
What's the word to send down?
Unzila. 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 Unzila.
To send down?
Anzala, nazala.
But send down, like you said, get off.
Right.
Oh.
So that's what, because I saw the word, I'm thinking, I see the root, and I'm like, it means something like that, but I
It's
couldn't.
to dismount.
So that's another thing about Arabic. Like, we can look at that, and we know what
You
the
can
root
get
is,
an idea what the
what's going on.
right.
Oh, like in Yasin.
Unzila.
Yeah.
Yeah, God sends down the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
He uses that word a lot.
Wow.
Okay. Then we have Sardaliya. Saidaliya.
Never heard of that one.
Sayyidaliya.
Surprised.
Sayyidaliya.
Saidaliya.
Yeah. Oh.
Sardaliya is pharmacy.
Oh,
Yeah, I missed that one too.
man, oh,
Okay.
him home.
Home, yeah, home.
How did
Home.
that come from sending down or down?
That's where you know,
So you lay down, that's where you get down at. That's where everything goes down at.
where you
Down.
dismount and go down.
Down,
You
okay.
dismount and get down and go in there.
All right. Everybody have them?
You get off your jamal
Wait,
and
the layer.
go inside.
Was it far?
Everybody have them?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let me see. I'm gonna need me a little bit of room. Let me.
Oh, he's about to do something major. It's about to go down.
Make,
That's what you always say. It ends up being major. Remember what you said. For those that don't know, it's huge. It's cold in here, brother. I'm freezing. To death. I'm gonna die in like 20 seconds. I need to pump up the jam, pump up the volume on that thing or something. I don't know how to turn it on.
Is it gonna disturb anyone if I turn the heat off just for a little while?
No, I don't think so. You, Khalifa?
what's that?
Is it gonna disturb you if you turn the heat on for a little while?
No, I don't disturb me.
That's what he asked. I was just asking because you didn't hear him.
I was going to yell at her, like, why you so loud? Talk for regular.
All right. All right. I have an issue that we are not progressing with our verbs. I have an issue. I'm not just looking at you, I'm looking in your direction, but I have an issue that we're not progressing with our verbs like we should. And that's because we're not practicing. Okay, that's because we're not practicing. Conjugating. Okay? All right? So we're going to make it a little bit more realistic. Okay? We're going to get through this past tense verb. We're going to use the verb dhahaba. What's the present tense for dhahaba? Present tense. Because when you think of a verb, off the cuff, you have to know past, present. There are at least 6 things you should know with the verb. I mean, before long, we're going to know more than that. But the very beginning, you need past, present. We know the imperative, and then we should know what's must start. That's off any verb. So what's the present tense for dhahaba? Yadhhabu. So at any given time, we may have to say how to speak. So we're going to first make sure we clear how to conjugate fully. How to conjugate a verb fully. In Arabic, when we talk about persons, we know we have what we call, when we refer to third person. And we're going to talk about the order that it should come in. So we learn how to conjugate, and you think about. We don't just blurt. Think about what you want to say, and then you say it. Isn't that how we're supposed to talk? We're supposed to think about it, and then we're supposed to, right? What's that old saying? Look before you leap.
Think twice. You only gotta speak once.
Okay, right? So it's the same idea. Okay, all right. When we talk about third person, remember we have third person, we have second person, we have first person. Okay, I want everybody to understand the concept then. Okay. We're gonna, instead of using the pronoun, we want to use an actual noun. We want to use an actual noun because the pronoun only takes the place of a noun. So, if we wanted to say, and we're going to go through this order. If we wanted to say, we're going to use the past tense verb first. If we wanted to say, al-walad. 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 And we're going to make it a nominal sentence. Let me actually move this over some for room. Okay. We're going to talk about third person first. So let's say al-walad. And now we want to bring our verb. ذهب. ذهب uses the preposition ila, right, in order to complete its meaning. Right? So, al-waladu ذهب, right, ila, and we want to say he went to the masjid. Right? Okay. So how would we say that? The boy went to school, to the masjid. Come on, say it again. Everybody agree? Right? That's what we would say. We would say, Al-waladu dhahaba ila al-masjid. And just, I'm only doing this just so we can see the lesson in the Arab. Right? Right. That's what I'm doing, right? Just so we can see the lessons in the Arab. Right? We have mubtada. It's only around putting it just so we can see the lessons in the Arab. Al-walid is mubtada. And, right? Because we need a nominal sentence. Since it begins with a noun, is a nominal sentence. So it needs a mubtada. And then that mubtada needs a cover. They need one another. Right? So the verb, from the verb to everything, all of this here is considered the cover now. That's the information about the walad, about the mubtada. Okay? So al-waladu dhahaba ila al-masjid. Okay? So that's why dhahaba is the first in our conjugation. Because we said al-walad. Okay? Now we want to change the gender. Okay? So if we change the gender, what we got, instead of saying waladu, same meaning, but we want to now change the gender to reflect feminine. What will we say now? Instead of al-waladu, what will we say? Huh? Come on. Al-bintu. Al-bintu. Right? Right? That don't change. I mean, it still has to be marfu, right? The only thing changed now is gender now. Now, al-bintu. We can't say al-bintu dhahaba. We have to change this verb so it reflects. So what's next? Almost. Dhahabat. Okay. Dhahabat. Okay, and then everything else stays the same. The only thing changing now is the verb. Al-bintu dhahabat. Okay. Right? All right. Everybody see it? Right? So I'm just going to do this here, right? To show everything else is the same now. Now where do we want to go? Look, now that we have, we're going to talk. We done took care of singular, masculine, singular, feminine. Now we want to go to dual. I want to come back up here though. Dual masculine first. So, How would I want to say dual masculine. What do I have to do to al-walid? Come on.
Alif Noon.
Come on, I want to hear the word.
Al-Walidan.
Al-walidan. How do we make a dual noun? In Arabic, how you make a dual noun? You suffix alif and noon on the end of the word. That's how you make a dual noun. No, don't matter what the word is. Masjid is singular. How do you say two masjids?
Masaj.
Two of them. Come on.
Masaj.
Two. You think in plural.
Masjidan.
Masjidan. Madrasa. Two madrasa. Madrasa.
Dan.
Madrasa 10. Two houses.
Beitan.
Two offices.
Maktaban.
Two libraries.
Maktabatan.
Two parks.
Mal'aban.
Mal'aban. Two factories.
Masna'an.
Masna'an. Two museums.
Mathafan.
Mathafan. Two airports.
Matoran.
Matoran. Two houses. I mean, it's Manzi. Manzilan. I'm not going to do it to you.
Question. So, how do you know when,
Wanu.
how do I know definitely that it's not an indefinite, but it's dual? It's not the tanween, because it won't have a tanween there, right?
Go ahead.
So, when I hear it, when I hear someone say it, I guess I just have to know what they're talking about.
I mean,
I guess.
I think what we're doing, we're trying to pick something out of the air. It's all in context.
Because you would say.
Like if you say el-walidan, I mean, you hear the aleph in that. El-walidan. No, that's not a tanween on the end of it.
Okay. So when you hear the definite article on the front and the and on the end, you know that it can't
Right.
be indefinite.
Right, exactly. That's one way, yeah. So, for now, we're going to say al-waladani. Right? Now, al-waladani, now we want to say the two boys. Well, the boys, what did they do? They went to the masjid. So what do we have to do now to the verb? How would we say, make the verb reflect this? No, I want you to actually say the verb. Say it. Dhahaba. Exactly. Right? Dhahaba. Dhahaba. Right? Ila al-masjid. Al-waladani. Dhahaba ila al-masjid. See it? Dhahaba, dhahabat, dhahaba. Right? Dual is out of the way. Okay. Now we're going to go to dual feminine. Right? So, al-bint. So how do we make dual? What's the bint? What's the dual for bint?
Alif Ta.
I want you to say it. Say it.
Oh, Bintan. Bintan.
Al-bintani.
Bintan.
So it's
Al-bintani. And now what do we do to the verb now? How do you make the verb reflect? Dhahabata. Dhahabata.
The kesser on the noon of the dual.
That's the pattern. Aleph and Nun.
The kesser.
And it takes, this is not this kesra, look, let's get, good question. Everybody know what they're asking?
No.
About this kesra here.
Mm-hmm.
If we have a noun, look, like masjid. See this? I'rab. Let's do i'rab now. What's the i'rab of masjid? What's the i'rab of it? Al masjid. Look at the word. What's the i'rab of it? Majrur. And what's the proof that is majrur? Kasra. Let's do the i'rab of this word. Al waladani. Let's do the i'rab of this word. It's marfu. It's marfu. With what? What's making it marfu?
Aleph.
Aleph. So the point making, this kesra is not the same as that kesra. This not even an issue. Forget about it. This is what makes it marfu. If we wanted to make this here majrur, like this is majrur, you understand? That's what this kesra here is not that kesra.
Right.
So that's not it's not a question about what it is. So if we want to make this here majrur, how will we make this word majrur? Say it. Say it. Don't say, when I say.
Wali dad?
Take away that.
No, y'all getting something else confused. This is marfu now. A noun has three cases. It can be raf, nasb, or jar, or kaf, right? Right now is let's just stop the suspense.
There's so many of them.
No, it ain't. There's only 3 of them. That's a lot.
But I mean like it's so many conjugation things.
No, it's not. This is not conjugating.
Oh, yeah?
Look,
Nouns?
it's not. We don't call it conjugating. Look.
What a beanie.
Al-walad. Al-waladani.
That's dual.
Okay? That's dual, right? This is marfu. Okay? Marfu. Right? What made it marfu? The aleph.
So what the noon? What's the noon?
Uh-oh.
One at a time,
Let's get
Kwame. You
get to the.
I mean, you got to understand.
The noon is
Why are you concerned about the noon? That's the pattern. No, listen, no. That's the pattern for the dual. Period.
Oh,
that's right.
The noon don't got nothing to do. The aleph and noon, look, if you want to make a dual, it takes aleph and noon. That's the rule.
but Aleph is
Aleph is the sign of i'rab. You concerned about i'rab. I don't give a about the noon. Why? What does Allah say in Quran? Listen. Tabbat yadah. What? He only have one hand? How many hands he have? How you say 2 hands?
Yadan.
Where the noon at? Tabbat yadah.
Okay.
Abi lahabin wa tabba. Where the noon
That
at?
noon at, brother.
There's
You
no
need to come up
noon.
with that
We
noon.
don't care about the noon.
But it's still dual.
What made it a dual? Because of the aleph. Not the noon. The aleph don't have anything to do with it. That's just how it looks.
Okay.
And actually in Arabic, they say one position, and this is the I go with, and we're not going to get into it, is that the noon is the sign of indefinite now. That's all the noon is for. Although it's still retained when you put aleph and lam on here. But when you make it mudaf, the noon goes away because that's the sign of indefinite with the Arabs. So the noon has nothing to do with the Arab. My point, that's why I want to say that this here noon, don't worry about that. What we did on that there. So aleph is marfu. If I now want to make it, what's the next case for Arab after raf? Mansub, right? So we say mansub.